Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to episode 109 of Feed Frank Friday. If you're enjoying this content, please like, share, subscribe. Tonight, first and foremost, Happy New Year to each and every one of you F4s. That's Feed Frank Friday fans. 2023 was a great year. We started actually putting episodes out every Friday, and we're going to continue that into 2024. For tonight's episode, we're heading to the windy city of Chicago to sample Goose Island Beer Company's Beer Hug brand. We've picked ourselves up a mixed 12er. These are all different varieties of IPAs, so straight up Frank's alley. Looking forward to it, so we're gonna get the episode rolling, and I don't have a t-shirt on because at this point in time in Michigan, right now, it's unseasonably warmer up top, so that means the heat doesn't kick on and push down to the bit, a lot of I don't have to explain myself to you. First, a little bit about Goose Island. They started out as a brew hub in 1988 in Lincoln Park.
It starts with
a much larger production brewery opened in 1995. The pub was actually named after an island nearby, because when you think of Chicago, you think island. The fall of 2022 brought us Beer Hug, and I keep wanting to say Bear Hug. You can see why. And for tonight's episode, we've got 4 different varieties in this mixed 12er. We're gonna start everything off with the Hazy Beer Hug. From there, we're gonna move on to the Neon Beer Hug. We'll follow that up with the Juicy Beer Hug. And finally cap off this evening with the Tropical Beer Hug. Giz is ready. He keeps inching every time I get another bottle of wine. He gets higher and higher. DMX.
Let's get it on.
As I mentioned, the first one up is the Hazy. I'm not gonna keep saying Beer Hug. We know they're beer hugs.
Yeah, she knows it's a multi-pass.
Let's take a look at this Hazy can. I'm just gonna tell you flat out, I'll blow the cans up for you on the screen. Each one of these cans is awesome. I love the coloring, so I'm not gonna speak much on them. I'm just gonna flash them up on the screen. Put them on the glass, so to speak.
Put 'em on the glass.
On each one of these little beers is holding a little note. This one says bright, sunshiny haze. It's gonna be a bright, sunshiny haze. This one's coming in at 6.8%. Now they're telling me this is an amazingly approachable, true hazy IPA. Hazy Beer Hug is filled with notes of peaches, white grapes, and guava. Hazy Beer Hug makes sure your day is filled with bright, sunshiny haze. Look at that nice and cloudy color. Okay, now right off the bat, I smell the white grapes. And I'm not the biggest fan of white grapes. Maybe a little bit of the guava. If I really think about it, maybe the peaches. Cheers, fam. It's a hazy, so not terribly hoppy, but the bitterness is sitting on the back of my tongue a little bit. I'm still not getting the peaches. I do get the white grape. The guava gives it a little tartness. There's little things floating around my glass. Protein. Not my favorite hazy I've ever had, but it's not terrible at all. I'm just trying to figure out where the peaches are. You know what? I know where they are. Presidents of the United States stole them.
Millions of peaches, peaches for free.
Kids, ask your parents about that joke. White grape forward, but serviceable. You know why I don't like white grapes? I think it reminds me of like a sparkling wine. Like the non-alcoholic sparkling wines, aren't they white grape juice? I must have had a bad experience as a child. What happened with me in sparkling white grape juice? Nothing this can't clear. Hazy Beer Hug. Down. From the Hazy, we move on to my favorite John Mayer song.
She's always buzzing just like neon, neon.
Again, putting them on the glass there. These are cool ass cans, especially this neon one. 10,000 volts of flavor. Oh, by the by, each one of these is upping the ABV, so now we are looking at 7% alcohol by volume. ATM, all thumbs, man. I didn't do that on the first can. Now with the neon here, we have a shockingly easy drinking 7% ABV IPA with an electric bouquet of tropical and citrus flavors. You can see on this neon though a lot less cloudy than the hazy. Inside here, they're telling me there's nugget, sultana, citra, mosaic, and eureka hops. Or is it eureka hops? Eureka? Hey, do you remember Eureka's Castle?
Eureka's Castle!
All right, fam. Cheers. Okay, the flavor? Tropical. I'd have to check, but it feels like the IBUs, the IBUs, are a little bit lower on this one. I don't taste much hop in this. I can't pick up on any of the specific flavors on this one, but if you were to go to a bar and say, hey, I prefer more tropical-y IPAs, this is what the beer tastes like that they gave you. It is making me stuffy. Dude, mixed variety pack of IPAs is gonna sit pretty heavy. But that makes sense because from mixed drinks to techno beats, always heavy into everything.
She comes and goes and goes and goes like.
Listen, I'm sorry the screen keeps changing. This is a new thing that happens on YouTube. Now when it stays paused, it starts to show what the thumbnail is. So sometimes that'll pop up there. Yeah. Neon. Down. Next up, ladies and gentlemen, is the Juicy. Take a look at the can, put it on the glass, bam! Citrusy haze and juicy waves. I'm gonna be curious how this compares to the actual hazy we sampled earlier. This bad boy is coming in at 7.3%. And yes, Virginia, there is an amount of ABV that will get Frank drunk. ATM. Now this is a 7.3 ABV hazy IPA. A citrus explosion of big, bold, and bangin' flavors. Not as cloudy as the actual hazy IPA because it is a juicy. This one smells citrusy. Now they tell me there's a little mango, a little pineapple, little papaya. Papaya's on fire. God, these are going to get me in trouble tonight. Cheers, fam. Now this is odd. There is almost like a underlying smokiness to this. What the what is that? The bitterness is back. It's more bitter than the neon, not as bitter as the hazy. Is it the papaya? Is it because I said the papaya was on fire? Fire, smoke, smoke, smoky. Again, they told me mango and pineapple. I'm getting none of that. This beer is dedicated to all the teachers that told me I'd never amount to nothing. To all the people that lived above the building that I was hustling in front of, called the police on me when I was just trying to make some money to feed my daughter. Juicy. Beer hug. Down. Ladies and gentlemen, we've reached our final beverage of the evening, that being the tropical. Take a look at the can, put them on the glass. I love them. I love them. I love them. A beach vacation for your taste buds. This is coming at us at 9.9%. ATM, all thumbs, man. Now they tell me this is a big 9.9% Imperial IPA, super juicy and bursting with tropical flavors. Just the thing to accommodate a swing in the hammock. Their words, not mine. Much less cloudy than the juicy or the hazy. Now for me, I tend to gravitate more towards a tropical, so obviously I wanted to save the best for last. What do you kids know about Vanessa Williams? Cheers, fam. Oh, I've already been drinking and I taste the booze in this. I feel like I'm not picking up on anything but booze. I'm not getting much of the bitter. I'm not really getting mango, pineapple, whatever else.
whatever the else. This is strong. I thought I was going to have an evening. Nope. I didn't think. Get it down, just get it down. Tropical beer hug. Down. Barely. And there it is. Goose Island Beer Company's Beer Hug Mixed 12er down. Now, the question on everybody's mind. Do I recommend these beverages? Goose Island, you know I'm a fan of yours. This hurts, Marty. Listen, we started out great with the hazy. The neon was mid. The juicy was mid. And that tropical, what? As always, thanks for watching. Please like, share, subscribe. Tippity tap that notification bell. New episodes every 7 p.m. EST on I added a D to the word on. Fridays. F cubed. Out. Hoping you don't get in trouble tonight. Deuces.